Good morning, everybody. Pull your starships over, find the nearest space station, trading post, or your favorite space bar, and get ready for the morning show. Unscheduled morning show here on Cobra TV. Good morning, travelers, interlopers, traders, and farmers, explorers, bounty hunters, pirates, and you strange glowing entities out there. Viking, Korvax, and Gek, may the Atlas allow my voice to fall upon every strange ear, and that this space transmission reaches every galaxy and dimension. This morning, we are broadcasting from the Euclid Galaxy, somewhere deep in space. This is the morning show on Cobra TV. Call in today and let's make contact. Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's safe and pulled over somewhere in the Euclid Galaxy or in whatever dimension or other galaxy you might be in. And or if you're just cruising around the stars, make sure you tuned in and message one of your fellow explorers and let them know the broadcast is broadcasting. What is going on, guys? Thank you so much for coming out to the stream. Somebody says they're kind of freaked out. Super Sick Media says they're freaked out. I'm freaked out too. I am freaked out too. So what we're going to do is I'm going to record, okay, I got 3 videos planned, and why not include you guys in those videos? I've got this amazing thing planned where I was thinking so many, you know me. At work all night long, and I listen to these podcasts. I'm so interested in hearing what some of the podcasters are thinking, from the Xbox community are thinking about No Man's Sky coming to. And you know what? There's someone said to me, Cobra, I told him I said I was going to stream today, and they're like, well, you streamed yesterday, and I'm like, yeah, I know, but you know what? The people that are trying to keep this game down are not taking a day off. And I can't take a day off either. Light up the universe. Right? Light up the universe. So, what I was thinking about doing is I'm going to make a recent review of No Man's Sky. And then I thought, I hate doing reviews. It's an opinion. It's just my opinion. One guy. And then I thought, you know what? Wait. you've got a community of people, Cobra. Invite people on the show to give a brief review of their opinion of No Man's Sky. And ask them also, what do they do? How do they play No Man's Sky? And get a brief answer for that. And what I'm going to do is after we're done with this live stream, I'm going to take that portion of this live stream and I'm going to edit it, a heavy edit on it, and I'm going to re-upload it as a should you buy No Man's Sky Xbox. So if you guys want to come on and voice your opinion on how you feel about No Man's Sky, give your review on it, and that's great. That's awesome. That's what I want. So if you want to come on the show, please do come on the show. I need your help. So once you come on the show and you give your brief review of No Man's Sky, and brief, that way I can put as many of your guys' responses in the video as possible, and you can stay on the show. You don't have to get off. Just stay, hang out, and we'll talk a little bit and wait for the next person to want to come on the show. And then when I pull him on, we'll get his response, and then he can stay on the show too. And then we'll talk and wait for the next person, and we'll just go on like that. Excuse me. The next thing I want to do is a segment. This is also going to go into the review of No Man's Sky. I want to take a picture with you guys. If everything goes right, let me see if it's still going. All right, it's still going. You see that? That is a portal address. Go ahead, and if you want to, I want to take a picture. So hurry up and get there and just sit there for a little bit. We're going to take a picture at the end of the show. I want to take a picture of as many orbs as I possibly can. Now, this is going to go in the review of the No Man's Sky. Should you buy Xbox One? Should you buy whatever? I don't know how I'm going to title it yet. But I want to do, there's a portal address right there. This is in creative mode, but it doesn't matter to see each other's orbs. It doesn't matter which mode you're in. You could be in normal, permadeath, doesn't matter. Only thing that matters is seeing people's bases and things like that. So I want to take a picture of as many orbs as I possibly can. So if you want to be a part of the picture, go ahead and get there, because, you know, it can only be 15, including me, which would be 16. So there's a portal address. I'm going to leave it there for a second. Let's see. What else was I going to do? So if you want to get on the show and you want to give your brief review of, gosh darn it, give your brief review on No Man's Sky, send me the number 1 on Skype. And let's see, phase 4. Sorry, I'm sitting here trying to look at the game detectives. Some interesting things happened yesterday after I went to bed. Let's see. Let me scroll all the way down. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. All right. So I'm looking at this right here. Okay, so I found a webpage. Let me go back to the chat here. Let's see. Heading there now says iBode17. Peaceful Gamer, LOL. No Man's Sky is lies, says Peaceful Gamer. Ha! Ha ha! See, when are you taking the picture? It's going to be at the end of the show, Captain Monday Baker. So if, like, I would say just if you want to be part of the picture, go ahead and get there now. And just, you know, put the controller down. Be a part of the show. I would like for you to call in Monday, Baker. I would like for you to call in. So, all right. So I don't see any ones on the screen yet. Uh-oh. I might have to do this review by myself. What's up, Jack? Easy G. What is going on, buddy? So yeah, we're gonna do a review on No Man's Sky. All right, and it's gonna be a community thing, and there's nothing like it on YouTube at all. There's nothing on YouTube that has a YouTuber and a community doing a review on a game. At least I don't think there is. And if there is, it's not too common. So I want to kind of portal adjust. Okay, let me put it back up. Boom. Oh, look, it's turning daytime. So yeah, if you want to come on the show, send me one. Get you pulled right on. And if you want to leave, you don't have to stay on the show. Just give your review and bounce right off if you got something you're doing and you can't stay on the show too long. So yesterday was an exciting day for Waking Titan, was it not? We had a live drop at PAX East with a character, an ARG character named Emu. And there were puzzles that people followed. I'm not going to go into the details on the puzzles and everything like that. We all followed it. We all know what happened. So the end result was Bicycle Walrus from DM21 happened to be at PAX for something unrelated, and fell into this situation where he was at a second live event with Waking Titan. He was at the first live event with Waking Titan during the first Waking Titan. And when they went into the room and they had to find a way to get inside the briefcase and then do some puzzles with some constellations, and some awesome little dude, some little kid in there was like beasting the puzzle, man, helping out the adults. And that was awesome. So there was that. And then so he was at this second live event where he was they had to solve this puzzle where there was going to be this ARG character named Emu who was going to be walking a particular path at PAX East. So they figured that out, and DM21 went to I'm going to go ahead and get this off so I can see what you guys are saying. DM21 went to this event, found Emu, and Emu gave him a USB drive. The USB drive had some text in it. Let me go over here and see if I can read the text that he was given. So his text, one of four text says, a cornucopia of knowledge is the mind of mankind, but it must be nurtured and hidden from the wrath of time that swallows all things, ends all beginnings, and leaves each of us devoured. Then it gave an email address. And then there was also a an image file, a JPEG file that showed a bunch of words and numbers. And there were four. I think he collected two more USB drives, and then there was a fourth. And each of them, the other one said, a mind invisible is buried underground, but a mind of water carries no patterns. It is the mind, the wrist pointed to heaven, which allows us to dream. It is the hand on high that casts down our demons to the earth. It was given another email address, the same one as before, and another image file with more words spread across the page, almost like a ransom letter, words and numbers. And then the third text file from the third USB said, slumber in prison for eternity, lock away every great thing, but the spirit cannot be broken. A voice like ages rocks the very ground, and with its call, a rise to action of every terror. Yet another, the same email address, and another JPEG picture with more ransom words and numbers. And then the fourth USB drive, of chaos swirls a terrible nothing, but pulled together without reason is reason born from chaos. A single note, another still, a symphony is creation. A symphony is creation, which each piece follows the last, no matter how the thread dances. Same email address. and yet another picture with more ransom words and numbers. So they overlaid them all together, overlaying all 4 images, highlighted the letters Florbiag 55Z1, FLORBIAG 55Z1, using this as the password for the login from the extra.weartech.cloud and combining it with the email address from the text files as the username, gave us access to the developer area. It presents an overview of user statistics. Of user statistics. I can't say that word right now. Statistics and an empty crypto coin wallet. So when you start clicking around on some of those things, it says you're not allowed to be there, access denied, and stuff like that. Your level of clearance isn't high enough or whatever. So that's where we are parked right now. And we're waiting for more things to happen. Fatal, what's going on, buddy? Hey, guys, we're going to be doing a review on No Man's Sky. If you're just joining, I want everybody to call in. There's nothing like this on YouTube. I want to do a review of No Man's Sky for the new Xbox community. This is going to be a recent review on what we've enjoyed so far. And to bonus, this doesn't even include the next extra stuff. So there's going to be even better stuff for people to look forward to based on our review of the past year and a half. So come on the show. I want you to give a brief review, your review of No Man's Sky, and then I'm also going to ask you, how do you play No Man's Sky? And I'm going to re-edit this video and make it look real good, and I'm going to upload it. And as an Xbox, should you buy No Man's Sky on Xbox video? So it's going to be a review from the community. So please come on the show. You don't have to stay on if you don't want to, and you don't have to leave after you give your review. You could stay on the show and hang out with us. So send me the number 1 to get put on the show. Plays, I would love to hear your review on No Man's Sky. So Fatal, you as well. Everybody, Legacy Zero, you as well. Dylan, you as well. Come on, guys, get on the show. Let me hear what this is going to be a review of the community here. There's something like it on YouTube, so I'm excited. All right, to break the ice, I'm going to get Black Node Studios. Aaron. I can't believe I called him that again. So that is where we are in this ARG. We are parked at the moment. We're waiting on pins and needles to figure out why we are able to get in and sign in into this Wear account, this developer access account. And so what's interesting to me is how in the world are they going to keep this ARG going all the way till to July 24th, which is the release date for the Xbox One copy? Says, hey, Cobra, it's me, Jason. My daughter spilled milk on our phone. Oh, crap. Really? That's not good. It's almost like my cat spilling milk on... Happy to send you an audio file later if you plan to edit. Yes, LPlays, I do. Please do that. Please. Pretty please. All right, so we're going to get some people on here, guys. We're going to go ahead and get Aaron on the show to kind of break the ice, get you guys a little bit loosened up to come on and give you a quick review. Aaron, what is going on, buddy?
Yeah, what is going on? How
you doing, bud?
Not too bad.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. There was some kind of delay for some reason. How you doing, bud? Man, I'm glad glad you came on the show. So I'm going to be doing this awesome type of review where people get to call in from the community and give their own review instead of just one YouTuber giving his own review. So I think it's pretty cool. So I have to ask you.
Okay.
Huh?
Are you going to give your review as well?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'll be giving my review.
Okay.
What do you think? I'll just give a quick review. It doesn't have to be like some professional review. You could just like say reasons why, you like the game, the graphics, the story. What is there to somebody who's never played it before to look forward to? And this is not even considering that there's going to be extra things from next.
Right. Yes, and yes. The game is great. I'm a little biased because for me, ever since I was a little kid, it's pretty much the game that I've wanted. I've always wanted to be able to jump in a spaceship and look up at the sky and go to any single planet. And you can do that in No Man's Sky. At the base, that's pretty much why I love the game, is because you can go anywhere you want. It's virtually limitless. The graphics are that whole 70s sci-fi kind of feel, which is right up my alley. I'm not so much for the grinding. I do enjoy the grinding a bit. I just kind of like the exploration and just looking around and getting in the ship and going anywhere you want to go. And I just think it's a really enjoyable, peaceful game. I just like the whole concept of the three factions, the Gek, the Viking, and the Korvax, and the Atlas, and the whole lore behind it, and kind of getting into it. I just really enjoy it. There's no real, I don't know. I just really enjoy kind of looking around and seeing the flora and the fauna, and then you got the weather that's against you if you're doing the different modes. You can do it in creative, so you don't have to worry about any of the weather or worried about grinding. You can do it in permadeath, so you have to absolutely worry about all that stuff.
Yes.
And personally, I do like the idea of permadeath / survival, where you are stranded at the very beginning of the game. You are stranded on a planet, and you have to work your way up to getting your ship off the floor or off the ground. I enjoy that whole process. I like that feeling of urgency, where you have to kind of use your resources and use your thoughts of how do I get out of this situation.
Right.
That's
survival.
really enjoyable. Yeah.
Survival and permadeath. When you finally get into your ship and you get it running and you get up into the air, man, it feels like you beat the game. Right? Yeah. It's such an accomplishment. But you're so right. The grinding, it's there for people that want it. The chill out, relax, not worry about anything at all, not survive at all. Just be there, just explore, cruise around, use it as an experience and not a game. That mode is there too, creative mode. So there's nothing in the game that forces you to do anything at all. There's an immense amount of things that you can do in the game. And for those people that want that story path that does force you into a path of, hey, I want you to do this now, go here, go there now. I want you to go here and get involved into a very deep story.
Yeah.
Then that's there as well.
I really enjoy the game that you can create any kind of game you want. It's so open-ended that if you want a story, you can do a 30+ hour mission. If you want to, you can just do nothing if you want to and just look at the sky and the landscape. You can make the game pretty much anything you want.
Yes, very much. Now, let me ask you, Aaron, what is it that you find yourself doing in No Man's Sky? How do you play No Man's Sky? What is it to you?
Oh, boy.
Like, what is your experience? Like, some people like to do farming, and some people like to just be an explorer. Other people like to scan the wildlife. Like Jason in the chat says that he really loves scanning the wildlife on every planet because there's like information on these on the wildlife, and then you can catalog them and name them. And I know Steve Evans, he's an artist. What he likes to do, and this is really cool, Steve Evans literally has a notepad, kind of like what I've been doing here recently, but Steve Evans is doing a way better job. He finds these creatures, scans them, gets all their information, draws this amazing picture of this creature with his own art style, and then he writes all the information about that creature, and he logs it in a real art book.
See, that's awesome.
It is. So how do you play?
I touch on a little bit of everything, honestly. I'll do a little bit of farming to build the base. I'll do definitely some scanning of some creatures and some fauna, because you definitely get credits for a lot of that. So that's definitely good. I know some people really go out of their way, and that's their only thing that they do is they'll go to a planet and they'll scan every single plant, and they'll go and scan every single animal. And then sometimes you're on a planet for hours trying to find that last animal because it could be in the air or it could be in the ocean. It's kind of a enjoyable process of trying to find that last animal.
Right.
I don't know. I definitely get into some dog fights if you're into flight mechanics and fighting. I honestly just kind of touch on a little bit of everything. I don't go too deep into one specific thing. I just kind of I've definitely done the story. I have not traveled to the center of the universe. Not as of yet. I mean, I've been playing the game for 2 years now, and I still haven't gone to the center of the universe.
Me too, man.
Yeah, I still haven't owned a freighter. I still have my rust bucket. I haven't bought any ships.
Yeah, man.
So, I mean, there's after 2 years of playing, I still haven't done tons of stuff. There's always things to do in No Man's Sky. And you've said before, let's just say there's a new game that comes out, whether it's Far Cry or whatever it is. It's good to go play that game and then come back in 2-3 weeks when you said, okay, I've had enough of the new game. I'm just going to jump back into No Man's Sky. And you're like, oh, I don't know why I put this game down. It's just such a fun game. It's
exactly. Yeah.
There's never a moment where you kind of go, okay, I've had enough of this game. At least for us diehard fans who are really into this,
right.
There's never a moment where you kind of go, yeah, I've had enough of it. Because as soon as you flip it back on, you're like, oh, okay, here goes the next 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah, exactly. Guys, if you want to give your quick review on No Man's Sky, please call into the show. Just send me the number 1, pull you on. You can get off if you want to right after you do it, or you can stay on and chill out with us, and we can talk about other things while we wait for somebody else to come on. And we're going to make a video out of this. It's not going to be this one. I'm going to re-edit everything, put some nice music, some gameplay behind it, and I want to get your review. And so this is for the Xbox community, because there's too many negative things out there, and they're hearing all these these fake facts that are not even true. And I want to kind of like set the story straight and kind of get a review out there of not just my opinion, not just one YouTuber's opinion, but everybody that has a voice that wants to come on the show today and give their opinion on No Man's Sky. So
and welcome them into our community.
Exactly. I'm going to pull Tim on the show, the drunken taco. Hopefully he's a sober taco, and he wants to give his review.
While you're doing that, Cobra, I just want to tell you that LPlays said that he would like to, he's busy all day, and he said that he wanted to send in an audio to you later. And then Fatal said he can't do it because he's doing fire drills all day.
Oh, man. Okay. All right. Well, that sounds good. That's okay. Let's see. Do we have...
Hello.
Tim, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing actually great, my friend. I'm slightly hungover, but I'm here, so that's a good thing.
Let me hear your review on No Man's Sky. Now, this is going to be you speaking to the Xbox community. So just a quick review, real fast.
No
and then I'm going to ask you how you play No Man's Sky.
Okay, well, my review lies on 2 levels, and I'll keep it as brief as possible. For one, the game itself is, I mean, it's one of those games that even last night during my drunk cast, as I play this game, it doesn't matter how much I play it or how little I play it, I'm constantly just struck at all. I'll just stop myself in mid-playing and be like, look at this. Look at what I'm looking at. Where are you going to find this in another game? And I'm constantly stopping myself and taking screenshots of just the beauty of everything around me.
Right.
It's something else. But like, my main review isn't even the game itself. It's the fact that No Man's Sky legitimately saved my life.
Ooh, explain that.
Well, when the game was first announced, I was in a bad place. I was doing a lot of bad things, and I wasn't working. And I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was the game or even the community itself. But I actually told myself at one point, like, keep yourself alive long enough to play this game. And, well, obviously I did. I mean, I ain't dead yet, so.
Right. Yeah.
I got involved with the community, and I'm to the point now to where, I mean, I have a physical Atlas pass, one of the 10,000 they claim that was shipped out, and some of them are not shipped out. I just got promoted at work, like literally like 2 days ago.
That's amazing.
And I literally, I mean, I feel like the community and No Man's Sky, Hello Games, they just, that little bit of motivation in life brought me out of a place that otherwise I don't think I could have done on my own.
Yes, that's a good point. Not only when you buy this game, do you just get an amazing game to play that has a 30-hour story campaign and a canvas that lets you do anything that you want and really plays with your imagination, whether you like it or not. Yeah. But you get a community that is like one of the best communities I've ever seen. Yeah, there's been some crazy times, but that's not the entire community. That's just like the outer flaky skin, you know. It's just, yeah, but the heart of the community is amazing. And to review No Man's Sky, I guess you would have to review the community too.
Yeah, I agree with you. Like, I feel like sometimes I'm like a strange example of what No Man's Sky and the community itself can do. I mean, like you said, there's no other community like this out there. I mean, with Call of Duty and different games like that, the community is based in, it's totally random. People just jump into a match. They're going to curse each other out for a few minutes and jump out of a match, and people don't pay really much attention to the bigger picture with it.
Right. Hey, Tim, Sword is at work, and he's got to get back to work. So let's go ahead. I'll come back to you. I want to go ahead and get his review real quick in case he has to get off.
I'll be quiet.
Hey, Sword. No, you don't have to be quiet. It's just I just wanted to say why I'm going to him real quick. Sword, your review on No Man's Sky.
Oh my goodness. I cannot stress enough how great this game is. Just the gameplay by itself. If you're playing it single player on your own, it's an amazing game. If you grew up watching a lot of sci-fi, was into a lot of that coming up, this game has aspects of all the great sci-fi shows and stuff. It's an amazing game. The community, with the things that goes on with the different communities and civilized space in this game, you'll never get bored of it. I bought this game in January, used at GameStop, and the clerk, bought into all the negative hype. And when I was asking him about the game, he gave me all this negative of how the game had so many problems on start. And, you know, I picked it up for $13. I was like, well, you know, if I don't, you know, I'm out $13 if it ain't that great. But the cover art looks so good. And I said, well, let me give it a try. The game was awesome from the first time I played it. I played it without the day one upload. I played it several hours just the way it came in the case.
Yeah.
After I got 1.3 uploaded, it opened it up even more. With this new update going into Xbox, I can't wait to see what's in store. But as far as you know, starting out on a game that's been out for 2 years, with a community that's been growing for 2 years, my best advice for the Xbox players is not to be concerned with it. I mean, I've been playing this game 3 months. I've accomplished many things, and it's all due to the community. The YouTubers that put out the content of how to and where to find things and how to do things. There's so much information out there. There's so much help out there as far as getting into grinding a farm or whatnot. You know, with hubs, that just eliminates the whole tediousness of farms. You know, when you have so many players that, you know, offer up their portal locations where you can go and harvest their farms, you know, units become kind of pointless of worrying about. I mean, you know, it's an amazing game. I've actually started a second account just to take my time through and play a little bit, you know, and do some of the storyline stuff that I rushed through in the first save. But yeah, like I said, it's an amazing game. I'd recommend it to anybody. If Next, and I'll say this, if Next was a completely different game that the PlayStation players had to go buy, I would go buy it the day it released. That's how good this game is.
Very awesome, man. And real quick, how do you play No Man's Sky? Because there's many different ways you could play. How do you play?
Oh man, I've joined the Amino Hub last month, and I'm working on a little project right just outside the hub area where I'm actually seeding farms for newer players that come in that, you know, if they want to move to the hub, that they can, you know, just a short warp away from the Okpata area, you know, you can find some farms to where you can actually warp into and harvest. I mean, I've run it with my second account a few times this week, and you know, you can grind out 1 million units in, you know, just about an hour or so. That's project I've been working on today. But you know, one of my favorite things about the game is just sitting on top of a trade station and watching the ships come in, looking for that perfect S-class hauler or whatnot. Yes. You know, I try to say I'm not going to do it today. I'm going to do this. I'm going to accomplish that. But if I get anywhere within 2 minutes from a trade station, I'm parked on top of one of them watching for the ships to come in. You know, I'd hate to think how many millions of units I've spent just switching ships that I didn't need. But it's an awesome game. I mean, like I said, and what makes it the best is the community. I haven't seen a greater or a more welcoming community in any game I've ever played. Exactly. There's just a wealth of knowledge out there. You got Cobra, you know, doing live streams 2 or 3 times a week, keeping us updated on everything about No Man's Sky. You know, several other content providers, they really make the game a lot more fun, where you're not out there lost looking for what to do next. We got people on Facebook and in the Amino Hub that'll join, and they'll ask and say, you know, how do I do this? And you'll have 6 or 7 people will automatically just come responding. I rarely ever see anybody, with a negative comment when somebody asks a question. You know, you see a little bit on Facebook, but not as much as far as in the hub communities. But it's a great community of people.
It is. And just like Drunk Taco was talking about, you know, he was mentioning the community too. And I said, you know what, to review this game, you would have to review the community too, because when you buy the game, you literally buy a community, that is open arms and waiting for you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And that's amazing. And it's also one of the only games, I think the only game that I've ever had to where I get just as much enjoyment, like when I'm done playing, or even if I don't have time to play, I like to find a place that looks really amazing, park my ship, and just watch the ships flying through the sky and listen to this procedurally generated music from 65 Days of Static. That is just amazing as playing it. Just letting it sit there on your TV, while you're reading a book or listening to a podcast or cleaning the house. It's just that amazing. It's cool just to have it on. Really is. So weird.
The piano makes my day.
Yeah.
Right. And I will say this, and I know every hub has, got their own bias, and they got their people that you bond with and have fun with. But I will say, just this, just in the Amino here in the last few months, just the things that they have put out there for people to go visit and to see, with the Hollywood Project and with the Great Nomad Race. I mean, you will never get bored playing this game.
That's right. Well, I mean, sometimes you can. But that's with any game. You know what I mean? I can say this. You could get bored following a certain path that you're doing in No Man's Sky. But there's so much to do that you could switch what you're doing and find a new enjoyment in something else, a different way to play. Yeah. And that's what's amazing about No Man's Sky. Switch gears,
There's so much that sometimes you don't even realize that changing gears will change your whole outlook on it.
Yes.
Well, Cobra, thank you for having me on, buddy. I appreciate the content you provide. I appreciate your live streams, just keeping us all informed and updated with what's going on with No Man's Sky. I'm going to have to jump off here now. I took a little break so I can call in and give my review.
Awesome, buddy. I really do appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for calling in. Bye, buddy. Tim, go ahead and tell me what you do in No Man's Sky. How do you play it?
I play it two different ways. I like to think of myself as the character, and I will narrate myself even when I'm not streaming or no one's around. I will be talking to myself as if I'm there in the game. And usually I'll do that with normal mode. If I'm in creative mode, it's all about exploration and just looking around and playing God, essentially. And then with permadeath and survival, it's all about if I die, then I'm dead. I'll play permadeath before I'll play survival, just because they're both just as hard. And I feel like if I die in survival mode, I might as well quit and start over. So I'll play in permadeath and then get really mad and curse a whole lot whenever I do die.
That's awesome, man.
I love it.
Yeah. The beauty is that there's so many different ways to play this game. We've got Stefan. Did I say that right?
Yes, correct.
Awesome, buddy. Thank you for coming on the show today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, man, we're doing this little thing where people are giving their review on No Man's Sky, and it's kind of for Xbox, the community of Xbox One, to kind of get a different perspective other than the memes that are going around on YouTube right now.
Well, the main reason why I play the game is the community. It's very open, very loving, and everybody is willing to pitch in to help you in every way you can.
Right.
And the community itself has evolved over time in making the game as it is now. Because there was not much to do inside the game, and they invented their own mini games in it, so they can interact with each other.
Right.
Like the permadeath cages, and now the racing, the sharing of bases.
Yeah.
And playing the whole metagame that you can get in this game. So it has evolved beyond the game itself.
Right. It's kind of taken on its own life form from the community.
Yeah. It was
Yes.
first a game where you just went from A to B, and all the community invented little things so you can do things together, explore together, and also outside the game, like what the game detectives are doing.
Yeah.
The whole community is working together there to solve little puzzles that are given through the ARG. What other game has that? None, I think.
Very, very good. Very good. Yes. And I agree with you. I agree with you. Here, this is nearly a 2-year-old game, and we still pile up on these subcasts and talk about it as if it's not even out yet.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yes, and every time there's a new thing released through Hello Games, it evolves better and better and better.
Yes.
I thank Hello Games for creating this game.
Yes. Yes,
So,
definitely. I thank them too as well. Now, let me ask you, Stefan, how do you play No Man's Sky? There's many different ways. How do you play?
Just going from A to B. Just take a look here, a look there. Seeing new things that are not on other planets. Trying to catalog all the animals. Explore. Doing a little bit of farming so I can build up my base. So I don't play creative. Of course, that is, I think, a little bit too easy. But yes, but on normal mode, you got a nice experience about it.
Yes. I agree. I really do. Stefan, thank you so much, man. If you want to stay and hang out, you can stay and hang out with us.
I do.
Okay, awesome. Guys, on the screen, there is a portal address. We are going to be taking a photo. It's going to go in this video with the review. It's also going to be featured in the Traveler and the Book of the Galaxy episode as well. So
I'm staring at you right now.
Okay, awesome, man. So if you want to get in there, I don't know how many people are there just yet. Can only be 15 plus me. So get in there so we can take the picture. We're going to take the picture at the end of the show. So, just get in, hang out, maybe put the gamepad down or muck around inside, find something to do. Don't go too far. And then we'll take the picture at the end. All right. So we're going to get somebody else on. We're going to get Lone. Somebody named Lone. I think he's been on the show before. Lone, how you doing, buddy?
Good, yourself?
I'm doing great, man. Thank you so much for calling in today. I don't know if you were following or what we're doing, but kind of asking people to give like a brief review of No Man's Sky for like the future Xbox One players, and so that they have a better metric to judge the game on other than what's out there so far.
Yeah, I'm watching the podcast right now.
Awesome. So what would be your review, something you would tell an Xbox One player about No Man's Sky?
Well, I would say that they have probably an unprecedented opportunity in gaming in that they're getting access to a game that's been out for well over a year and a half and has, a huge community of players that love playing the game. And also a lot of us make content on the game, and they can actually go see what the game is all about before they spend their money on buying this game. And so they have a very little risk to reward factor as far as purchasing a game goes.
Right. And how would you describe the gameplay? Like, there is you could do whatever you want. You could use your own imagination, or there's a very structured storyline that is 30 plus hours. I say plus because I see a bird and I go, ooh, bird, and I get off of my storyline, and but it's easy to go back to it. But how would you describe the gameplay, graphics, things like that?
Gameplay wise, it's anything you want it to be, really. You can be a merchant and do all the trading and crafting of all the resources. You can be a pirate, go around attacking ships and totally tanking your reputation in a system. It's limitless. You can farm, be an explorer, strictly just an explorer, going from place to place. It's really unlimited.
Yeah, it is. It really is. And how do you play No Man's Sky?
I go back and forth right now between doing the story and building up. I'm doing a little bit of farming to build up cash so I can buy a freighter so I can take everything with me as I explore around areas.
Awesome. Very awesome. Okay, man, if you want, you could stay on the show and chat with us while we wait for other callers. And I'd love to have you stay on.
All right, cool.
All right, so we're going to add somebody named TJ to the call. Got to be careful. Got to be careful. I saw somebody in the chat saying, if I hate it, can I call in? Which I guess we should allow all opinions. So I guess if you do, call in, I guess. TJ, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good.
I was hoping to get your brief review for some Xbox One future players, if you're able to do that today.
Oh, yeah. I thought I wrote you a little thing on Twitter. I don't know if the message got through. I didn't know if I was going to make it on to the stream today, but I was going to... it's on Twitter here. Let me read it. No Man's Sky is a game of countless possibilities, from the countless factions players have created to the countless planets you can explore. Anything is possible. I've poured thousands of hours into the game, and I'm still finding new ships and creatures. If you've seen gameplay of No Man's Sky Atlas Rises update and think the game is good now, just wait for the next update. This update will be the E3 trailers on steroids. And that's what I wrote on Twitter.
Very awesome, dude. Very good review, man. One of the things I'm asking everybody also is, how do you play No Man's Sky?
Ooh, I played all sorts of different ways. I have it both on PS4 and PC, so I have the privilege of playing it on both platforms. So I've played with I've played pretty much just about any way everyone's played it, from a trader to an explorer, role played even. But I played all sorts of ways. Right now, I'm probably playing it like I'm role playing like I'm on a stranded island right now and trying to rebuild my ship.
Yeah, that's what I think I have the most fun in, is role playing. I mean, it's the funnest thing ever, dude. It really is. Yeah. Especially, do you upload your role plays?
No, I was gonna, but I wanted to do something like you do with the Revenge of the Survivor.
Yeah,
but I haven't gotten around to doing it yet.
Man, I'd be interested in seeing that. As soon as you do get around to it, make sure you let me know. And when you do, come on the show, talk about it, and share your channel out.
Yeah. Another thing about role playing is that I've seen where people. I've seen a community on. People have started to try and do a role play community on things like the Amino or Reddit, and I was just wondering, is anyone really tried to push that?
I don't know, but the Convergence cluster is going into full role play. That's why.
Oh, they are.
Yeah, well, it's my hub that I just made, but that's why the video introduction literally has a Corvax telling you about the hub.
Oh, I haven't heard anything about that. I'll definitely have to check that out, though.
Yeah, it's a couple videos down on my library there, or my uploads, or whatever. Guys, if you want to come on the show, give a brief review of No Man's Sky, send the number 1, and we're waiting for you. Waiting to hear your review. It's going to go into an edited video that I'm going to upload later. So if you guys are witnessing this show, portions of this show are going to be re-uploaded in a different type of format. While we're waiting for more callers to call in, I want to start the topic on, July 24th is the street date confirmed by GameSpot for Xbox One. And with the ARG going on right now, how in the heck do you guys think that they're going to keep us entertained with this ARG all the way until July 24th?
Well, I hope they don't cut it off. I hope that's not how they try, but,
Oh.
I think E3.
E3 will be big. I'm almost certain they'll do something.
I swear, my theory is they're going to show off a trailer, and they're not going to announce that it's Hello Games or No Man's Sky until the end of the trailer. That's what
I think it's going to go down like this. I don't think Hello Games is going to be at E3 at all. I think Microsoft is going to take control of this. I think we're going to see a heavy ad campaign with No Man's Sky and Microsoft. I think it's going to be what Sony should have done with No Man's Sky, but they didn't until like the last 2 or 3 weeks of before release. But Microsoft is definitely proud of the title that they have, and they're touting it, and they're excited about bringing it. So they know what they have. They know that it does not contain what caused backlash. You know what I mean? So they had to review it. So I'm excited that they're excited. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We have one key bit of information, and that's in that, I think it was a tweet by Sean Murray where he said that the Xbox version would include Next. So if they're going to show off trailers at E3, that means we're probably going to get Next before E3. I mean, that's speculation.
I think Next will be day and date with the Xbox release. Just my opinion, but
I think they'll probably use it as like a mic drop moment. You know, it's like, hey, this is No Man's Sky Next on Xbox, and boom, that's it.
Right.
Maybe that's how they'll do it.
Yeah.
This is No Man's Sky Next.
Yeah. But yeah, I think there's going to be a representative of Microsoft. They're going to probably say a couple of things about No Man's Sky. I think if we don't, I think we'll learn a lot about what's in Next. I think they're definitely going to show off a trailer at E3. Microsoft will not waste that opportunity to shout that, hey, No Man's Sky, July 24th. They're not going to waste that opportunity. So we are going to see something or hear something about it at E3. I guarantee it.
I can't help but think the update is going to come before E3 just because of the fact that they need a weapon for the release of this just because of all the backlash when it first came out. I mean, there's so many people out there that think bad things about No Man's Sky because they played it the first day it came out and then traded it in or got rid of it. And I don't know. I just feel that,
maybe it'll be playable at E3.
Show off the trailer and it'll be launchable.
You see, that's the debate that people are having. Is Next going to come out before Xbox One release? It would be a good idea, I think. But for whatever reason, Microsoft is very excited and very proud that this is coming to the Xbox. So I think they might just have so much confidence that they might not need to worry that what people think until it's released.
Microsoft has seen things.
Yeah, you're right. That's a good T-shirt.
I mean, they've had all the time the game's been out to see what it's capable of, so they're kind of like in a low risk situation too.
Exactly.
Maybe they.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say maybe they hired Ray Rod onto their team and he's just keeping quiet.
Oh man,
that'd be awesome. I don't think he would be able to keep the excitement a secret. There's no way. Guys, if you're looking at the screen, we have a portal address on there. We're going to be taking a picture at the end of the show, and want to get as many people in there as possible.
Update on that. I saw 13 people a second ago when I counted.
Oh, really? There's that many people there already?
Yeah, it's building up.
Oh my gosh!
Come on, I gotta get through here. I'm hoping I'm gonna make it in the lobby.
It could be more by now, but I don't know. That was a few moments ago.
We got Steven on the call. Steven, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing very well, Cobra. How are you?
I'm doing perfect, man. Lovely day so far.
Fantastic.
So I'm hoping to get your review of No Man's Sky to kind of put something out there for Xbox One future players, and so they have something better to judge on than people saying how bad the game sucks that don't even own it, never owned it. So would you be willing to give a review today?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, awesome. I bought this game day one. I had my expectations, and my expectations were met. I mean, I was not disappointed, have not been disappointed, even to this present day. The game still surprises me every day. with games like Call of Duty, they're competitive games, trying to get that next level. But with No Man's Sky, it's more of a cooperative game. And I think that's down to the community.
Yeah, see, here we go again. That's I think the third or fourth person that literally throws the community into the review. That's amazing.
And I think with the next update, I think it's going to be the community that will sell the game at E3 more than the actual game itself. Because
you know what? I believe you.
Because when No Man's Sky came, there wasn't, there was expectation for this game to be released, but the community wasn't established as well as it has been. And now we've got this huge power base, which it's all positive, and I think people are yearning for that type of game.
I agree. And I believe you as well, because one of the things that Sean Murray said in the advertisement for Next is he said this is the next step in a much longer journey for them and the community. So whatever this update is, it's not just an update. It's a community-involved update. And that's why I believe that, this is speculation, and I didn't really want to bring too much speculation in today's video, but I think multiplayer, which isn't too much speculation, but I think hub integration. I think they see all these hubs. Not only do they see the hubs, and we know that they exist, but in the Waking Titan console, it literally mentions every one of the hubs. Even No Man's High. No Man's High, the Galactic Hub, the Galactic Federation, all of the hubs are mentioned in the Waking Titan console.
Yeah.
So I think not only is that a big clue, but that is definitely an acknowledgement of how they see how most people are playing this game. There's two big ways that people play this game, and that's getting involved in the hubs and exploring. Okay. Yeah. So I really think that those are two things that we're going to see. We got a good story, 30-hour story campaign. We got that. It was amazing. I would like to see a little bit more. That'd be cool. But I think that what we're going to see in this update is better exploration, better assets and terrain, and improvements on the fauna and things like that to make exploring a lot better than what it has been. And also the multiplayer and hubs. I think those are the two key elements that we're going to see in this update.
Absolutely. And I think we've actually, we're playing a part in this. The community is playing a part in where this game is going.
Right.
Which I think is precedent.
Oh, yes, definitely. Stephen, how do you play No Man's Sky?
Oh, I jump on this game for various different reasons. I mean, it really depends on my mood. Either I'm exploring or farming, or I'm, it's that expectation of just knowing that every time I play this game, I'm going to find something new or different. And that's what jumps me onto this game, and I just fly around and enjoy the game itself, the color palette, just the exploration of it all. It is a dream of a game.
I agree.
The only I do have one downside actually to this game is that I've had to purchase a lot more tinfoil lately.
Yeah, that's right.
My budget on tinfoil has increased quite significantly actually. But
that is so right, yeah.
But I think when it comes to Xbox, it's going to be massive, and the people will be, I think there are some people. Obviously, when there is a good game and there's a huge base, a huge community out there, there are some people that are a little bit jealous of that.
Oh, I agree.
Because there's certain games that don't have that, that on board, yeah. And for it to come now onto Xbox, I think people are going to go, oh, brilliant. They want to join this community. They want to be part of this community. They want to play the game, of course, but they want to be connected.
Cobra, you are about to blow up once Xbox release hits.
I just want everybody to know what kind of game that they're getting. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to start snapping some pictures. I'm going to get that guy that's on top of the portal right there. I think that's a cool picture.
There were like 4 of us up there, and we jumped off, and now it's just him. We can
So
get
there's
everybody on top of the portal. That would be perfect.
Yeah, everybody get up on top of the portal. I want to kind of take a picture now in case somebody has to go or somebody's
There
somebody
are 2
gets
spots left.
somebody's power goes out, somebody gets kidnapped, something.
Heading
Yeah,
to
there
the
are
top
2
of the portal, baby.
There are 2 spots left if anyone else wants to join.
We're gonna get Snow on the call here. See if we can get his review.
On the portal. This is awesome. Everybody's getting up on the portal.
Oh, that is an amazing picture. That is so awesome.
This is great.
All right,
Everyone line up.
is everybody up there?
Yeah. Everyone line up
There's
in
still a
line.
couple on the ground. I'm taking a
that's so
picture of this
cool.
as well. Dude, awesome.
All right, let me know when everybody gets up there.
I love it.
Do we have a...
I think this is what I meant with that reference for fireflies.
Yeah, right? Whoa, somebody went really high up there.
No Man's Sky is the real infinity from Black Mirror.
Uh-oh, somebody fell.
There's
Yeah,
like
I
2
heard them
people
over
down
my
there.
screen. They were screaming as they fell.
All right, we got somebody acting like a cobra. Oh, another person fell.
We are teaching the Xbox players that it doesn't use their jetpack if they attach themselves to a wall.
Oh, I got my exocraft up there.
Oh, wow. Okay, I'm going to take a picture. I think everybody's up. I'm going to take a picture.
2 people down there. That's it.
It's so cool, man.
Oh, there's still 2 people down here?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple down there.
That's so cool.
That is awesome.
Okay. There we go.
Someone's
There we
going up there
go.
now.
There's somebody else.
Oh, wow. I feel like I'm on one of those bubble worlds and all the bubbles are interactive. Somebody just said, quick, take a picture. They need to pee.
Okay, so I am going to try and make it dark again.
I'm going to go over here and get a picture of Cobra himself.
Okay, there we go.
Oh, that's so cool. That's such a cool picture right here.
Say cheese.
If I can get down here. There we go. Okay, everyone stand still.
All right.
All right, I got Cobra in the frame.
We should call this something like...
Yeah, we should. All right, everybody jump all at once. Use your jetpacks.
Hang on, I gotta get
I'm jumping.
Oh, I'm gonna fall
jumping
off.
right now.
Oh,
Nope, nobody else is jumping.
Hang on, I gotta get back up there.
Oh, it's because there's a delay. They're not on the Skype call.
Kitty, that is a charge cable.
It looks like a Newton's cradle.
I wonder if we could do that if everyone was in sync. I'm gonna kick my exocraft off of here real
The
quick.
interactive bubbles. It's so pretty. Screenshot.
Wait, is Tim
All
in the
right.
call?
I'm here.
Oh, dang, I didn't know you were here.
All right, awesome. Everybody get down and... Oh, wait. If you go into the portal, will you go back through?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
unless
darn.
we go find a base and claim it.
Oh, okay.
I can't make a base. I literally just made a. I call it the Drunken Taco Shack, and it's a bar, base bar. I made it last night during my drunk cast, and Grammy helped, and me and her made a one of those historical meeting things on the top of the base. I'm still working on it, but nonetheless, I'll post the portal coordinates on the Facebook pages. And
okay,
it's
awesome.
in creative mode, so everybody can visit it, and it's just a place where you can go, and it's legitimately a space bar.
Awesome.
On a planet.
Tim, you have a YouTube? I didn't hear about this.
Guys, check out this. What's on the screen right here. The times that we were waiting for this game. All the things that I used to say, covering the updates and news as it was coming out. Hey, look at this rock. Hey, look at this blade of grass. Look at the floating grass. Remember the floating grass and the killer goat during the IGN coverage?
Oh my goodness.
And here we are, standing on a planet that we dreamed to be standing on. And then you look on top of this portal, the portal that we all dreamed of using, all the times that we tried to crack the puzzle with the portal, all the people, the portal groups trying to figure out the mystery. And here we are standing, and you guys are all standing on a portal together. I'm looking at every one of you, and we can see each other. And it's so amazing. It's like the period at the end of a sentence. I love it.
That would make for a good video for you, actually. Go back to the pre-launch videos and make like a big compilation video of everything. Like a little snippet of everything before launch and after launch, and the craziness that came out when it first came out, all the way up to the Xbox release.
All the speculation we've done, and everything that's right and everything that's wrong.
Right. That would be a cool video. It really would. What's weird about that? No, I'm not going to say that. No, I'm not going to say that. Snow, how you doing, buddy?
I'm surprised you just not noticed me.
No, I knew you were there, man. I just wanted to get the picture taken in case somebody had to go.
It's all right. It's all right.
So, how you doing, buddy?
Doing good.
That's good, man. Do you want to give your review on No Man's Sky?
Sure.
Go ahead.
So, all in all, I've been on No Man's Sky since Foundation, the Foundation update, and I have loved it. I mean, my mom got it for me as a birthday present one year, and it was either hit or miss, and trust me, it was a huge bullseye hit. And I didn't even read the reviews or anything, and so I was just going in blindly, and I loved it. I loved the game. I mean, yeah. It's just, I didn't know that there were so many bad reviews until I actually learned that this game had so many negative comments and such. And I was like, what are you talking about? This game is awesome.
The no knows nothing.
I can't believe that people would think of such things like that. I mean,
yeah, it's been an amazing game, and what's really cool is the 30-hour story campaign that people like to play stories. People like to play campaigns, and it's cool that that's in there for those people. So it's not, if you don't want a game that doesn't tell you what to do or where to go, No Man's Sky has got that on lockdown. They got a great story. It's super sci-fi. And it's one of the things that get passed up a lot when people talk about No Man's Sky is a lot of people say there's no story. There is a big story in No Man's Sky.
You make a good point. You called it super sci-fi. I agree with that.
Yeah.
And in regards to the story, I mean, it has a story. It's just not in plain sight. No pun intended.
And how do you play No Man's Sky, Snow? Or Geeky Pikachu?
It doesn't matter what you call me.
I feel funny when I say that. Jeez. Makes me feel weird.
What, Geeky Pikachu?
Yes. I don't know why.
That's alright. Anyway, I just mingle around, I guess. I mean, I'm not on as much as I was, but mostly I'm hanging out in the TCC and fixing up my base, I guess. Checking if anyone else has visited, checking those calm stations, you know. And if
Awesome.
I find someplace new in like my normal save, I'll move there.
Do you have a portal address
For
your
save?
base? For your home planet?
For my home planet in the TCC?
Yeah.
No, but I do know that it is like practically next door to the whatchamacallit, the warp point experiment, whatever it's called.
Okay.
So yeah, it's if you find the Ukenstar system, how you pronounce that, because I can't pronounce worth anything. If you find that system, which is like left of the, I don't know, left or right in this galactic map, but if you find the Ukenstar system, it's like not even 10 light years away from that. It's literally next door neighbor.
Okay. Well, we definitely got to look at that because I definitely want to go leave you a comm station.
Thank you.
So,
You have so got to see my base. Oh my god.
I can't wait, dude.
I just want to put this out there too. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
I'll say it later.
I was just gonna finish up that my base
wow.
is named.
Everybody get down here and get on one of the pillars. That's so cool.
On my way.
I was gonna say though, my base name is called
Yeah.
the Guardian of the Snowfield, and the reason why it's called that is because it's got a guardian who has one hand on the ground, like that looks like it's rising from the ashes of the black snowfield, which is the planet name.
Oh, that's awesome.
And it's just a giant, colossal-sized guardian that looks like it's rising out of the ground with a hand outside, just pushing itself up. It's so cool looking. I wish I could do more detail on it. I really wish I could do more detail.
So Cobra.
Check this out.
Looking at the trailers right now, and the bubbles look strikingly similar to one of the things you find in No Man's Sky gameplay trailer PS4, which is the one that was uploaded like in December of 2014. The bubbles look strikingly similar to one of the things you can see in it.
Oh, really?
They do.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. Yes.
That makes me wonder, did they pull them from that trailer? Or did they pull them from the game?
I think they've had all of this planned from the start, and people had no idea what to expect. That's
they
like
sure
whenever
did, yeah.
all the hate that was coming out during launch, Hello Games was sitting in a corner like, You just
this
wait.
image looks great. This looks great. Everybody on the pillars, that is freaking awesome.
Oh, yeah. I want to just throw this out there. You was talking about the geeky Pikachu. It makes you feel weird to say that. Well, in the new Pokemon games, they added a voice to Pikachu to where he can talk, apparently, to one person. And I just want to put this out there. I believe for the voice of Pikachu, they should have chose Morgan Freeman.
That would have been funny.
So if you're out there, Pokemon people, Morgan Freeman, voice of Pikachu. First.
How many people do we have here? Let me see.
We got Jason on the call. Jason, how you doing, buddy?
Crickets.
Jason? Jason must be having problems with his microphone.
Someone typed in no.
You know what's going to happen one of these days? You're going to be having a random subcast, and then out of the blue, you're going to say a name and be like, Jason or Tom or something, and it's going to be Sean Murray, and he's going to jump on and be like, hi, guys.
That would be so awesome.
Cobra would fall out of his chair.
Are you kidding? I would poop a little bit.
Let's see. Okay, so Jason dropped out of the call, I guess.
See what's going on at the portal. Are we on pillars?
We have enough people to where one person can stand all the pillars, all 12 pillars, not just that one side. So if someone wants to, like,
awesome.
4 other people want to hop on over here. There's me and one other guy are standing on these other 6 pillars.
I'd be happy to come, but I'm technically occupying a pillar as we speak.
Okay, I don't know what's going on here. I got a lot of people trying to call. Let's see.
Hey, Cobra, I've got to go, my friend.
Okay, buddy. Hey,
Lovely
man, thank you for coming on the show, dude.
Thanks very much. See you later, guys. Take care.
All right, bro.
Have a good one, buddy.
Hello?
Good.
Hey, Jason.
Oh. Hey, how you doing, Cobra?
Doing good, man. Doing good. I was wondering if you want to give your review on No Man's Sky.
Well, I bought the game when it was brand spanking new.
Nothing like brand spanking.
You know, my wife played a little trick on me. I think I've told this story before.
Okay, go ahead, bud.
Hey, you take care, man.
No. You're listening to me on a delay. Dude, I wouldn't kick you off the show.
My review?
Yeah. Mute the stream, dude. Mute.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm on
Listen to the call.
I am not the drunk one today.
I think Jason here is having some technical issues with his microphone.
Tim, there's a blaster plane up here.
This is too good.
I love it.
Jason. Jacob, give your review.
Well, my review of No Man's Sky, it gets a 9 out of 10.
Why not?
Awesome.
9 out of 10.
And why do you say that?
Well, because there's no such thing as a perfect game.
Right. But you gave it such a high score. If you were talking to somebody who's from the Xbox One community, what would you say to them?
Don't listen to the bull crap that like the no or somebody has to say or
I agree with that. I agree with that, dude. I agree.
The no knows nothing.
Yes. Jacob, what about your review, bud?
7 out of 10.
Okay. And not just numbers.
It's a pretty good game. Yeah. That's it, really.
Not too talkative. Jacob's not too talkative. He's a little shy sometimes. He starts to open up once we get into like the 3-hour mark.
I got alcohol.
And I'm going to have to go.
Okay. Who? Snow? You got to go?
No, I was just saying that you still got an hour and a half to go.
Oh, yeah. We got a new caller on the show. We got Bobby. Bobby, how you doing, buddy?
Bobby, yeah, Cobra, how's it going? Lads, it's a pleasure to be on the show. First time caller. And I just want to say that I've been listening to you guys for quite a while now. I've been on the game since day one. And I haven't stopped playing it. I've got about 600 hours up. Play other games as well, you know.
Oh, yeah,
but, I think for me, this game, particularly in survival, if you haven't played it, I highly recommend you guys go and play it on survival because it's just...
I agree.
There's something
It's
about
scary.
it, you know, that isolation when you're out there and you're trying to survive and you're trying to gather the resources. There's just something about it that, you know, they talk about Minecraft, and do you remember your first night in Minecraft? Well, do you remember your first night in No Man's Sky?
Yeah, I really agree with him. You know, when you're trying to survive and you're all on your own.
Exactly. There's just something about that vibe that a lot of games just lack that atmosphere.
It's done so well. Survival, like every single thing you do feels like an accomplishment.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Like
Absolutely.
every milestone, whether it's getting enough to build a car ice sheet, getting enough iron to build a car.
It's not even that, Cobra. It's even just getting a little bit of iron. It's an accomplishment in survival.
If I ever ran into another player on Survivor, like survival mode, it would be the one time I would legitimately jump up and dance in a game and like cheer.
Oh, yes, it does.
And I think just to extend the game going further, I think the community tools, they have the, what do they call it on the multi-tool, the terrain manipulator. If the developers decided to expand upon that level
building
of the multi-tool, I think that it can create the game, it can expand upon the game, because imagine for a second that you have guys like yourselves out there are...
Cobra, you have a mess on your hands.
What's that?
Let the man finish.
Right, so it's like the likes of the Amino Hub or all these other spacing guilds and the Galactic Hub. If you just give them the tools to create something more than the terrain manipulator, imagine the surprise that you could have when you land on a planet for the first time and some creator or some user has left a comm station, a comm ball there for you to go on a treasure hunt. It almost feels Zelda-like, leading you into caves and whatnot, Those kind of things are something that I kind of hope that going forward, that's where they build upon on the game.
Okay, shared instances would be amazing.
Go ahead, Jason.
What I was saying is that Zelda-like comment got me thinking.
Okay, go ahead, bud.
You need a channel, Jason.
Yeah, you do.
You can be a special guest on the Drunken Taco too.
Gosh, that's like the best thing that's ever happened on the show. That Zelda thing that got me thinking, and then nothing at all. Like Jason's thinking. Thank you, buddy.
You sound like an evil scientist.
Oh my
Hey,
gosh.
thanks for the shout out, Cobra.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it, man. That was awesome.
God.
Oh dear God.
Made my day, Jason. So what about the Zelda got you thinking, buddy?
He's not going to share it with us. He wants to keep it for his creative mode, so when it comes out, it's there for us to explore.
Zelda
He's still thinking. Give him time.
He's still thinking.
Go ahead, Jason.
Well, what I was thinking is Zelda is all about adventure, and No Man's Sky is about adventure and exploration. So.
Exactly.
Very true, buddy.
It's
and
all
if you
about
just
adventure.
expand upon the tools and just give the community the tools to expand upon that, I mean, this game can just go on and on and on and on. Because I mean, not only like the idea of the cityscapes, the procedural cityscapes. Imagine if all of us just started creating cities. What type of landscape the game could be?
There's a comment from there's a comment from Gold and Silver that says, "Jason, you and I need to go drinking."
You want to go drinking? I got the one person you need to drink with, buddy.
I don't know about all that.
So Bobby.
Yes, sir.
You mentioned procedural cities. Is that was you?
I like to keep things PG.
Okay, so I got some good news. Sam Swain. I don't know if you've been hearing me talking about him.
Oh, I know.
Okay, he's been working. He's got his own engine, and I have a feeling because he's looking. If you go to his webpage, he's looking for.
He's got his own engine.
Yeah, he's building his own city building procedural engine.
Wow.
And that was the 10 seconds. The famous 10
not like a car
Smart
engine.
dude.
Not like a car engine.
Oh my gosh. This is great.
Look, hold on.
Let's let Cobra finish his.
So he's developing this for two reasons. He wants to make his own game with it, and he also wants to put the engine in the hands of developers. Now, during GDC 2017, Hello Games said they had something called Hello Labs, where they're going to be helping game developers, which I think is through funding and things like that. So Sam Swain has been looking for someone to fund. He's been looking for a developer to use his engine. And not only that, but he's found a job at Hello Games. He's been working there for about a year. And I believe that he's on Hello Labs for one. But number two, he's actually working on the game.
Oh, baby.
Yeah,
Cobra,
that's exciting.
Cobra, let me.
If
I just want to get something straight.
Yeah?
Has he been working for Hello Labs?
No. He's working for Hello Games.
So now imagine taking that idea of what he has and actually expanding upon it in some way and giving that to the community where you can expand upon the world, the planet, the universe. Imagine the galactic hub having those creation tools.
Yeah.
What you could do with that.
You guys,
Well, I really think that could be the direction that we're going in. I'm a little bit afraid to say that.
Yep.
I'm a little afraid to say that, but the guy's been at Hello Games for a year. He's building an engine that he wants a developer to use. He's working for a developer that has a procedurally generated game. Who would benefit immediately would be Hello Games.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yes.
I really have... I don't want to hype up it too much, but it just seems like common sense. You know, the facts are there. You can't, say the facts are not there. The facts are there, and it's just common sense. I'm not saying that they're going to use it, but it would be a smart move.
Absolutely.
I can see it. I can see it now. Somebody will be playing No Man's Sky after next is released. Nobody knows what to expect, and one day they just pull up on a planet that looks like Coruscant, and they're posting pictures like crazy, cursing. Like,
oh my gosh! So let me throw an idea out there and expand upon what Bobby was saying. You guys know, of course, you guys probably do know, but
I really don't think there's going to be like Coruscant type planets.
Oh my gosh!
I don't either.
Maybe not.
I don't either. Go ahead. Go ahead and finish.
Yeah. So you all know the game Mario Maker, right?
Yeah.
This is going to sound like nothing compared to it, but the possibilities, the sheer possibilities, people have built entire adventures into that, a Zelda-style adventure. That'll kind of be No Man's Sky.
But here's the burning question.
Next, pretty much is all I'm saying.
Here's the burning question: is Cobra ever going to go through that portal?
Yeah. I would suggest that everybody watching and everybody listening, if you haven't, that you go over to www.apparance.uk and check out Sam Swain's webpage.
That's an awesome webpage.
And his procedural cities, his procedural, he's doing procedural cities, he's doing procedural spaceships.
Yeah,
he's doing procedural dungeons. Now again, he has
it's amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing. He has most of the stuff that he's put out is from 2016. So that's 2 years of development beyond what we're seeing right now on his page. He also has a beta which you can download to try the editor if you want to. So this guy's really, and he comes from Lionhead Studios. So this guy's really, really good at what he does. And for Hello Games to utilize him, it will be absolutely amazing. Now, what we do in No Man's Sky with his stuff, boy, that's just going to be...
That remains to be the question, yes.
Yeah.
And this is how close it all fits together. I mean, Shamar, his wife, used to work at Lionhead Studio.
Mm-hmm.
She was the head of Fable. You know, I don't think she was the developer, but she handled the public face of Fable, and so she's
Fable 1 or 2. I'm just curious.
Fable 1 and 2, and
that explains the little round balls that we see when we see each other. Fable 2.
That sentence wouldn't make it outside of our conversation right here. It'd be something completely different.
I'm not drinking right now. It's too early.
I know.
I'm not going down that road.
I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting for those big balls that we were talking about so many subcasts ago. The big ball.
Oh no, they're right here.
I will say this: I am holding my corn snake right now.
They make a cream for that.
That sentence right there wouldn't make any sense either.
I
LpoLi1622
don't want to.
guys,
hold up
LpoLi1622 is on the call.
All right.
Hello.
Hey,
Yeah.
the drunken taco, you got competition today. I tell you, man.
But,
I'm telling you, he needs a channel. He needs a channel. I'm hungover, Taco, today.
LpoLi1622,
I woke
thank
up
you
in
for
my
coming on
living
the
room
channel,
full.
buddy. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Can you hear me?
Yeah, buddy. I can hear you.
Sweet.
I
was
was wondering if there was an email address I could email pictures of my animals to you.
Oh man.
As long as it's your animal.
This is
The animal and not the cheesesteak thing that you were holding.
amazing.
Listen, it's
LpoLi1622.
xcobra, xcobra.tv@gmail.com. xcobra.tv@gmail.com.
Any hyphens or underscores? Any of those?
No, it's just xcobra.tv@gmail.com.
Cobra.tv. I got you.
Yep. Okay, buddy. LpoLi1622, thank you for coming on the show, man. I'm super happy, and it's a pleasure to have LpoLi1622 on the channel or on the
Happy
show
to be
here
here,
again
man.
today. So I'm getting everybody's reviews. We kind of gone off topic here for a little while, but really off topic. And we've got this amazing get together on this planet here. It's freaking awesome, man. Everybody's like on these pillars and all set up.
It's amazing in it.
Yeah. What's your review with No Man's Sky, if you would like to give one?
So,
It's an Xbox community.
because I'm a complete nerd, I've made a couple of notes. So if I sound a bit weird, it's because I'm like half reading what I've written down on my phone as I ran home from work to make it to the stream.
Awesome.
Okay,
Awesome.
Here we go. So I think for me, No Man's Sky is just the absolute embodiment of what fun can be in a video game. I remember like when I first jumped into the game, not really knowing too much about it and just feeling a pure sense of wonder and excitement at the possibility of being able to explore an entire universe of cool and beautiful planets. And since then, way back then, they've continued to build on the game with regular updates. They've added bases, cool vehicles to nip around in on planets, portals, updated what were already just incredible sci-fi art, visuals, and graphics. They've improved on the space combat. They've added quests and little missions. A 30-hour sci-fi story that, like, even now we're all still talking about. And for me, it's just a game that I'd always wanted without ever really realizing it. It's a game that has the best community that I've ever been a part of, bar none, without a doubt. But I think the main thing that I love about No Man's Sky is that even now, after hundreds of hours of gameplay and after exploring planet after planet after planet, I've never really lost that sense of wonder, that sense of excitement and hunger for exploration that captured me way back on that first little tiny planet when I had no idea what I was doing. And even now, after all of that, like right where we are, this is still just the starting point of what's to come next. And that's
freaking awesome, dude. What a wonderful, yes, man. Awesome. I couldn't have said it better myself, man.
That's some awesome stuff.
It's just so good.
Let's see what comes next.
LpoLi1622, how do you play No Man's Sky?
So I think
we all know this answer. We all know, but I just want you to say it because Xbox community doesn't know.
So I'm basically just a bumbling idiot, just a big space tourist. I just literally like go to planet after planet. I don't care about the like grinding or upgrading my gear or doing any of the stuff that I'm kind of like in quotes supposed to do. I literally just love taking in all of the cool scenery, beautiful grass. I'm just like you, like I'll see a rock or a tree.
Well,
I'll just be like, whoa, look
Cobra,
at this tree.
Cobra, could I get a word in?
Sure, buddy. Go ahead, man.
Well, this is what I'm talking about.
What's that?
Come on. Oh my God.
Like, we go wait for the next one.
What's going on?
Like, what?
He doesn't say much, but when he says something, it's profound.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going to start calling. All right, let's nickname Jason Cliffhanger.
Right. Well, what I wanted to say, what I really wanted to say to the Xbox community is this. Take your time with this game.
True.
I see. Yeah,
I totally agree.
No, I mean, I'm serious. Take your time with it. Don't rush it. You know, don't rush anything.
We're going to take. I agree with you, buddy. Jason.
Especially thoughts.
Take your time with thoughts.
Just remember that when you see me taking half an hour taking pictures of the same tree.
Cobra, can I say one more thing? And I don't want to hold up the line anymore.
Sure, buddy. Go ahead.
So you talk about how we play and whatnot. Well, for about 2 years before the game came out, I was really hyping this to my friend. And I said to him, you know, this is something that I think you really might want to check out. It's somewhat infinite in ways. As time went on, you could see things were starting to change. The PR was kind of changing its tone. So the hype was kind of being kept in check. So he passed on the game. I jumped on. But then the Atlas Rises came along, and he started getting interested in it. I said, listen, man, you know, this is something that I think going forward, we could actually play this together. The only problem is we're galaxies or we're planets apart from one another. I don't know how we're going to find one another. The Portals came along. He went on vacation. And I made a job. I made a goal before he got back to go. And
one of the good things about it is,
and so what I did,
my son's going to be able to play No Man's Sky at the same time that I am.
So I went on the portal search to find the portals, got the 16 portals, made my way to him on creative, created the base, then I got the portal address for that. Got back on my normal save, made my way to his planet, and it was like 4 hours of a trek to his base. Had my Nomad, went there, took me about an hour and a half. The last 15 minutes, I just got out of the Nomad. It was nighttime, 365, what is it, the music, the soundtrack of the band was playing. It had this ambient music, and it was just an experience of getting to his base, planking my flag right there, and when he got back from vacation, I was able to bring him in and say, listen, man, we're together now. You know what I mean? We're going to be able to play this together. I'm in your neighborhood. I've moved into the planet next door, you know, or the system next door.
Yeah.
And, you know, as soon as this next update for him comes along and, you know, we can see one another and all of this other stuff with the community, it's just going to be a better co-op experience. And that was kind of the trek. That was the journey I wanted to take myself on to get to him, to my friend in No Man's Sky, no matter where he was, by using the portal address, and so that we could all hang out together. But it's the community that's making me play it, and what the community is creating. Amino, Spacing Guild, you, L, and so on. All these guys that I'm probably missing some of their names though. It's the strong community that's got me kept playing. So I'm going to leave you guys, and I appreciate everything all of you guys are doing. I'm listening to all of you, and I'll catch you on the next one.
This
okay, buddy.
Is
awesome words, man. Thank you so much, dude.
Have a good one, buddy.
Thanks.
Yeah, later.
Cobra, check this out. Check out on the game. I got right here in the middle of the portal.
Oh, wow. How'd you do that?
I brought my starship. I found the closest base, which is about 4 minutes away. If anyone else wants to go to it, I didn't share my base, so anyone else can go get it. But and the portal's deactivated for me now. So.
Oh, that is cool.
That reminds me. I noticed that in my system, Orion Alpha in the TCC, I noticed that my base is there, but here's the thing. In the exact same system, a planet about behind mine, there's another player's base. I don't know how that's possible, because there should only be one base per system.
Well, do you have base sharing on or off?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on. It's on. Don't know about him, but
I wonder
last I
if
checked, I
his
think it was
is
on.
prioritized. I wonder if his is prioritized over yours, and
I
there are people.
I gotta share this. Cobra is the nexus of this community.
No, you are. You are, buddy.
That's for sure.
No, you.
Jason, make a YouTube channel.
YouTube channel, Jason. Yes, make one. We have a new caller on the show. It's gonna. Okay, okay. Steve and Adam are gonna be our last two callers. Steve, how you doing, bud?
I'm good, thanks. Yeah,
How
can
you
you hear
doing,
me?
Steve?
Yeah, how you doing? Yeah, I haven't been on here for a while. It's been a while. I've got a cold at the moment, so you'll have to excuse my voice. No, it's great. I'm at the portal at the moment. I was one of the people having my photo taken.
Awesome, dude.
Woo!
Yeah, and I can't believe it's going to be 2 years in August, and just blown away.
I've thought about making a YouTube channel called the
oh boy,
Smart Alex Gaming Network.
You should
I would
do
just
that.
call it
You just
Jason.
over burrito.
Hey,
Just call it Jason.
Hey, Jason. Let me.
Jason,
I want to get Steve's review of No Man's Sky here real quick.
Well, to any Xboxers listening, it's a procedural sense of wonder. Basically, the game is it's whatever you want it to be. It's a journey, and if you want to be a pirate, if you want to be a farmer, if you want to be part of a community, I'm in the AGT, the Alliance of Galactic Travelers. We just had our first birthday the weekend, and the community. If you want to be part of a community, do it. It's a must. It's a must-play game.
Awesome.
It's strange calling it a game. It's not a game. It's a hobby.
Has anyone tried to set up an AGP, Alliance of Galactic Pirates?
Oh, they will now.
Well,
we got our last and final caller.
Agree that it,
we got our last and
it's a game where it allows you to be.
What time is it where you're at, Jason? Is it 5 o'clock?
It's noon. Right now.
Close enough.
Right.
Say I start early.
Right.
Oh my gosh. Jason, are you drinking by chance? Please tell me no.
No
Please
comment.
tell me no. Please tell me you're not drinking, because that would be even better.
Alcohol.
Anyway, you're saying
it's noon. It's noon. My kids are at school. My wife's at work. I've got nothing to do.
All right.
I've got nothing to do.
Jason, I love you.
No. No.
You're on strong medication?
Yes, I am.
You are. There you go.
I am on antidepressants.
Well, you shouldn't be drinking if you're taking those.
Yeah.
I'm not drinking.
Okay, all right.
alcohol can
All right.
intensify the effect.
He's not drinking, he's drank.
Adam, let's go ahead and get Adam's review of No Man's Sky. How you doing, bud?
How's it going, guys?
It's awesome.
I've been listening for like 3 minutes, trying not to crack up. But how's it going?
I don't mean to interrupt. I'm going to go ahead and hop off here, guys, because I have to make a road trip today. And my ride is here. So,
okay, buddy. Pleasure always having you on the show, man.
Stay safe, Taco.
Stay safe, people. Yeah, everybody have a good day.
Okay, bye. Okay, Adam.
Okay, what I miss? What I miss?
Well, I'm trying to get everybody's review. This is going to be a very hard video for me to edit because, yeah.
Thank God you're actually editing it.
I'm asking people to come on the show to give a review of No Man's Sky, a brief review, and kind of speaking to Xbox One players, future No Man's Sky players, so that way they have a better metric to judge the game on, other than the negative videos that are out with people that don't even own the game, never did. So what would you say for a review / to an Xbox One player about No Man's Sky?
Okay, let me think here. Putting me on the spot. Okay, so all the Xbox fans watching, if you are out there, if you want a game that you can just jump into and just be immersed in just the scope of it. When I first started playing, I walked out of my first crater and I just looked around and I was blown away. This was back in the vanilla version. They've added so much more content since then. But if you're a gamer that sucks at games like me and you're tired of hopping in a game and just dying straight off the bat, I mean, that might happen to you. But if you want a game where you can just jump in and just explore things with basically unlimited ways to do it and kind of make your own adventure, craft the way you want to play it, basically just a giant sandbox, No Man's Sky is the game for you. It's got a great community. If you haven't been listening to this, I don't know, hour and a half long podcast that's been going, it's got a great community, a lot of cool people. I recommend joining Facebook groups and following people on Twitter and joining Reddit because this community is probably the best gaming community I've ever experienced and had the pleasure of being a part of. So if you're on the fence about buying No Man's Sky for Xbox, pick it up. Don't watch any reviews for it because there's old reviews out there that don't serve it justice. Just hop on, play it for yourself, and judge it from that.
Right.
A lot of fun.
EasyG in the chat is asking if he could send in after the show an audio about his review. Yes, anybody that wants to do that, look down in the description. You should see my email, which is xcobra.tv@gmail.com. So it's xcobra.tv. Send me the audio file, and I'll be more than happy to put it into the video.
I'm interested in that review, Cobra.
What's that, Jason?
Adam, how do you play the game?
Yeah.
How do I play the game? Well, I basically walk around in circles half the time, just looking at trees and animals, digging holes in the ground, asking everybody in chat, because I always stream it live, asking everybody in chat what I'm supposed to be doing, getting attacked by pirates, and basically just failing at life. But it's fun. It's fun. It's a whole lot of fun.
Before the stream ends, could I possibly talk about how this game changed my life?
Yes, please do. Jason?
Every time. This is just wonderful.
No, I mean no BS. This game changed my life.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, tell us now, Jason.
Well,
oh my.
It's kind of weird.
You got to read between the lines, guys. This is going to be good.
Yeah, exactly. You'll read between the lines. But ever since I was a little boy, I wanted to be an astronaut.
And there you are.
Good story.
But things happen.
Look, if we're laughing, it's only because you just keep stopping. That's it. You just stop.
Can you not make it physical?
But what I'm saying is, this game got me off drugs.
Well, that's a good thing.
Good. That's a
Wow.
damn good thing.
That's debatable.
It's not debatable. It's my life.
That's a good thing, Jason. Really is.
You feel about that?
Although, truth be told, anyone can say anything on the internet. They could say that that this game changed their life, and they could probably not mean it at all.
This game got me clean and sober.
This game gave me superpowers.
No, Jason, no matter what people are saying, dude, I'm proud of you, and
that's amazing.
It's an amazing accomplishment, and this game has, in weird ways, like changed people's lives. I mean, I've had people message me to say it, that saved them from suicide.
I would say that it quite possibly changed Cobra's life as well.
Yes, it 100% did. 100%.
It gave him subscribers.
If it took you off drugs, and if that's true, then that's good, I guess.
Yeah. That's fantastic.
I've heard a lot of similar things where it's like it helped me through depression. It's helped me just with, just anger management. I've heard that from people.
Yep.
It's just one of those games you can jump into and just relax and take your mind off things, and you just get lost in it. Like I'll be playing for like an hour, and I'll look at the clock 4 hours later. It's like
Zane's World.
I definitely understand how that can be.
Zane's World.
Zane's
World. I'm trying to control it. I'm trying to Zane's World. I'm trying to bring it back to positive comments. I'm sorry, Jason. Go ahead, buddy.
So it became like a good outlet for you, is what you're saying.
Yeah, it's very therapeutic. It is a very therapeutic game, and it can help.
Definitely zen on it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Totally. Yeah.
And that's before this update and it hitting Xbox One. So it's going to change some lives, guys. It's going to change some lives.
Yeah. So, I mean, if somebody says that this got them off of drugs, I believe them. No matter what state somebody is in, you just don't know. You said you were taking antidepressants, Jason, right?
Well, my antidepressants are my medication, but
right. You don't know, and I'm not saying anything bad about it.
The painkillers is what I was addicted to.
Yeah, my father takes antidepressants, and sometimes when he changes medicine, it really messes him up pretty bad. When he's switching to something different. So I've grown up around that.
Yeah.
You hear a lot of stuff about that with this game, like people just finding an awesome escape and like just a fun, great place to just get lost and explore and forget about any negative stuff in, which is kind of funny when you think about a lot of the stuff around the hype, how much of a positive force this game has ended up being for those that have stuck around. It's pretty freaking cool.
Yeah.
Also made a lot of new friendships from it, and which is crazy because it's more of like a single player game. But I've met all of you guys talking through the subcasts and through the Facebook and everything.
Multiplayer games. It's one of the best multiplayer games there is, actually.
Because you play it outside of the actual game.
Yeah.
Whereas like Call of Duty or something like that, it's like you don't really hear those types of stories. You just kind of hear a negative thing about games like that. But all I've heard is positive.
But what I'm trying to say is this game is a positive force in the gaming industry.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah.
This game is a cannonball through the gaming industry. It's going to be talked about forever, whether it be positive or negative. I've had people tell me that I used to have this. I still have it. It's one of my favorite emails.
They can
talk. Some guy messaged me saying that the game.
Journalists can talk negative all they want to. This game saved my life.
I believe
I am alive today because of this game.
And that's awesome.
Yes, I 100% believe you. I've had an email. It's one of my favorite emails where a guy says that No Man's Sky and me changed his life. And he said he was sitting there with a gun in his mouth. And then with the help of No Man's Sky and the community and everything, and something that I said when he was playing one of my playlists made him take the gun out of his mouth. And he stopped himself, and he was donating $50.
I didn't have a gun in my mouth, but I had something just as deadly. I had a straw in my nose.
Wow. I'm sorry, bud. I really am.
Cobra?
Yeah?
Just wanted to say one last thing before I hop off. Again, about the TCC, my system, Orion Alpha. That's just want to let you know. That's the system. Black Snowfield is the planet name, and it should be just dead on when you post drive in.
Okay, buddy.
Anyway, thank you guys for the great community, by the way. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you, Snow. I appreciate it, man. Hey, Snow, I work third shift. It's really hard for me and you to get connected because of my sleep schedule and when I'm awake and whatnot. But I promise you, I really do. I promise you, I've got Tuesday off. So we'll connect. Okay, I promise you.
I have work that day.
Oh, I'll find a way, dude. I'll find a way. I know it's difficult, but I'll find a way. Okay.
See ya.
Okay, bye, bro.
Hey, Cobra. In terms of the Xbox community, I think the one thing that they're hearing, if they're not paying attention, but they're kind of overarching hearing from No Man's Sky, is probably the loudest people who are saying Sean lied. And I think it's kind of important that we address the Xbox community that's coming in and telling them that that's not, they shouldn't listen to that in any way whatsoever. Those are the loudest people, unfortunately, and they're a bunch of trolls.
Right.
And Sean never lied. The truth of it is that the people who weren't paying attention to No Man's Sky from the beginning had expectations that were based on falsehoods. Sean from the beginning said that not everything was going to be in the game at launch. And he specifically was trying to let the community know that don't have expectations that aren't going to be met, because there is a lot more to come, whether that's multiplayer or certain assets that we saw in the trailers.
Right.
So in terms of people who say Sean lied and I want my $60 back, that's completely unfounded. Sean has never lied.
Well, he has. He has technically.
No, Sean never did lie. In 2014, Sean stated that everything in the game was not going to be there when the game launched.
You'll agree with me on this. You'll agree with me on this.
Sean never lied.
Look, he was in an interview, right? And he was playing Warrior 5 on PS4, and the interviewer asked if this level was pre-built, and he said no, and it was. It's in the in-game files. I've actually seen Warrior 5 in the in-game files, so it was pre-scripted, so that was technically a lie.
Okay,
they
but
had
you're getting.
Hold on.
That's
now, here's where you guys never listened to what I said. Never. Okay. Now, I had made a video. You know that little whiteboard that everyone used to look at and we didn't know what it was with the F keys all over it?
Yep.
Okay. That was them building a trailer. And that stuff is still in the game. It's still in the files. That was all in there to build a trailer. The F keys triggered the beast coming through the forest. Mm-hmm. The F keys triggered the deer. The F keys triggered the fleet. Go back and look at it. That was set up so that they can make a controlled trailer for the game. The one that we all seen.
Absolutely.
Using the game's assets at the time. So, no, he still didn't lie.
No.
One mistake I do think he made. He didn't lie at all. I agree with you there, but I think the one mistake he did was just that he didn't clarify that enough, that all the things that weren't going to be there at launch. I
100% agree.
100%
agree. He should have said it more. He should have said it often.
Cobra, if I'm not mistaken, in the same interview, if I'm not mistaken, in the same interview, he said that not all features will be available on launch.
Yes, you're 100% right, Jason. 100% right. We got a new caller on the show. We got Kevin. Kevin, how you doing, buddy?
Good. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear, bud.
Awesome. Thanks for having me on, dude. I sure appreciate it.
It's not a problem, man. It's a pleasure to have you on. It really is. What brings you on today, man?
Well, I'm not really sure if you remember me. I've been here since before launch.
I remember you.
I was on the first Subcast once the game came out. I remember you saying you wasn't sure about the turnout, but that was a good Subcast.
Yeah, it was, man. It really was. Yeah, dude, it's awesome to have you on the show.
Thanks. I appreciate it. I guess you want a review, right?
Yeah, man.
Okay, well, with a little bit of context, I just now got back into No Man's Sky. It's been a while. When it first came out, I would have to say 5 or 6 out of 10 at best. Like most people, I thought it would have more features. But that being said, you know, I played it straight up for a week, and I moved my bed into the living room, and it was pretty fun anyways. But ever since I started playing, since this new Atlas update and all that, I have to give it a solid 7 or 8 out of 10 now. It's pretty good. I'm surprised.
Yeah, man. And it's going nothing. It's the only place it's going is up. You know what I mean? Each update makes it better and better and better. And a lot of the things that we've gotten, they never even said we were going to get them. Building, vehicles, you know, those are all things that we were screaming for during the pre-release. You know, like, we want to be able to build. Oh man, we want to have like land vehicles and things like that. You know, so it's really cool. It's I can't wait for next.
I'm a little bit overwhelmed actually as to how much more there is now compared to back then when I played.
Right. And how do you play?
Huh?
How do you play? Like when you play No Man's Sky, what is the way that you play? Like everybody's got different ways of playing.
Well, I did just restart everything from scratch. So I've been just doing all the missions, trying to stay focused, although sometimes it can be kind of hard to stay focused on some planets and whatnot. But yeah, I'm trying to complete the Atlas thing and all that.
There's a comment in made by Black Note Studios that says it's hard to show a game that's unpredictable.
That's right.
That's me, Jason.
Yeah, I do try to complete all the missions I can, get everything set up right now, but you know, it's hard to stay focused on things. You know.
Yeah, 100% agree, man. Okay.
It's really easy to get sidetracked in this game.
Yeah, I can't stay sidetracked. There's no way.
There's one thing I was going to say just on the whole whether or not Sean lied and all that kind of stuff, just like really quickly. I think at this point, if you're coming in as an Xbox player, if you're watching this, I don't think that really even matters at this point. You can see the game now, like regardless of what was said, regardless of E3 hype, you haven't got any of that expectation or anything to worry about. You know what the game looks like now. You can watch tons of gameplay footage. If it looks like the kind of game that you think you're going to enjoy now, like you can see the evidence of that. And 100% recommend you jump in. And on top of that, even with all of that, we know it's going to keep getting updated and getting better as well. So if there's even a bit of you that thinks this looks kind of interesting, just give it a try. Don't worry about the stuff that happened before.
You know, my 12-year-old son is hyped for this.
He's not the only one. There's a lot of people that are super excited.
Right there with him. Right there with him.
Even if we're not getting it on Xbox, it's just going to be cool to have that community be a part of our community. So,
right.
And if, let's say, Sean Murray did lie, if this was a lie, I can't wait for his next lie. You know what I mean? Because this is an amazing game. So sign me up. I'm ready.
I had a conversation on Facebook with somebody the other day, and they posted saying that they played the game for 1,400 hours, and they were still waiting for it to meet the expectation of the E3 trailer. And I was just shaking my head and thinking, you played for 1,400 hours. Have you enjoyed the game? And they just kept saying, well, I've been waiting for it to.
I don't give you a straight answer.
As good as the trailer. And I said, just forget the trailer. Go and play something else and come back. 1,400 hours.
Plo617 says, what about Sean saying you'll know what you look like when you see another player or see someone else? Exactly. But then you go back to what he said before that, which cancels out a lie, is that not everything was going to be in the game when the game ships, but they felt like they were going to be working on the game for a very long time, even after it's out.
He definitely
I said that all one breath.
I think there's a lot of Xbox players that probably are going to hop on board.
Players wouldn't meet each other in the first day, and that happened.
Yeah, I think we're going to get a
Panda.
tide of Xbox players coming on who are going to troll, and then it'll level out again, and we'll have a really good, strong community of Xboxers.
I agree, 100%, dude. We got Panda on the show. Panda, how you doing, buddy?
What's up, Panda?
We're a little sick, but hey, guys, what's going on?
Not too much, man. I was wondering, would you like to give a review of No Man's Sky for this video?
Yeah, sort of. Reviews are a little bit subjective, so they're all sort of opinions. But I have noticed a theme with a lot of people that really enjoyed No Man's Sky. If you look at like your YouTube channel statistics and like just other statistics, what you'll find is a lot of the people that play the game and really enjoy it are over the age of 25. And I think a lot of that has to do with being born in a generation that had, Voyager and Voyager 1 and Voyager 2 and all these different space missions where space exploration was a big part of our culture and upbringing when we were kids. And a lot of us wanted to be astronauts and space explorers and sci-fi and all that kind of stuff.
I will agree.
And I think that... Good?
It's okay, Panda.
So I think that a lot of people like our age, the 25 and up crowd, I think we just grew up in a generation where this type of game is something we always fantasized about.
Yeah.
And it gives us an experience where, at the end of the day, when you play No Man's Sky, you feel like a little kid again. You feel like you can dream about being a space explorer again. And to me, like, that's one of the biggest advantages of the game is that it kind of taps into that. And I mean, that's what I feel like when I play. Like even with multiplayer, I spend more time alone than I do playing with friends in the game because I like that feeling. I like that feeling of being an explorer and going to new uncharted places. And so that's kind of like my review in a nutshell. Is that if you were that kind of kid, if you grew up around Star Wars and Star Trek and you were fascinated by NASA and the moon landing, you're gonna love No Man's Sky. And if that is your cup of tea, you're gonna dig this game. And I've not met a person yet that was fascinated by that era that doesn't like No Man's Sky. And just to touch on the whole did Sean Murray, lie debate and all that stuff that the Xbox crowd is going to hear, try to look at it through a certain perspective. If you can name a single game developer that has showcased technology or a game at E3, and that game came out exactly like the showcase, then you have an argument. If you can't do that, you have no argument. Sean Murray's job is to sell the game. So he's going to show you the most perfect representation of the game that he can to pique your interest. There has not been a single game shown at E3 that has come out like the trailer. Not one.
Looks like we lost Jason. Jason, if you want to call back, just go ahead and call back, buddy. I agree, Panda. Good words there. What's wrong?
Well, Doom was exactly like what it was showed. Doom the game was exactly what it was at launch as it was at E3.
What game is that?
Doom. Yeah, the modern Doom. Yeah, the 2016 game.
Yeah, but that's an 8-hour game, isn't it? Really, I mean.
I don't know. Every time I've seen a game, whether it's been Watch Dogs, whether it's been Ghost Recon, whether it's been Call of Duty, Assassin's Creed, whatever it is, when you see the in-engine footage, when it almost looks like CGI and they're showing like the tech possibilities of it, the game never comes out like that. Features might be there, things that you thought that were going to be there. It might look similar, but to me, it just never looks as polished. I never look at an E3 trailer and think that is what I'm getting. Like, when you see a movie trailer, it's all marketing, man. It's all to get you to purchase the product. Like when you see a movie trailer, you might see a trailer that's really exciting, and then you go to the movie and it sucks.
Yeah, like the Force Awakens trailer that made it look like it was a horror, like themed. When Flynn took his helmet off in the middle of the desert. It's like, wow, this looks scary. Nothing like that.
Speaking of Star Wars, did you guys see the new Solo trailer that hit last night?
It looks good.
Yeah. Oh, wait, there's a new one?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, there's
it definitely looks interesting.
Like with more action.
All right, I'm gonna have to
I'm
go
still
check
not
that
sold
out.
on this Solo guy, man. I've like this trailer even sold me less on the Solo character, but everybody else looked cool. But I don't know.
Voice acting is
I don't know.
The problem,
We'll have to see.
the problem with Han Solo is that he's such a character ingrained in our imagination. Like, we know that character. And so I just hope that guy doesn't try to do an imitation of Harrison Ford, that he
he's
just
definitely not.
recreates the character in his own way. Because if he tries to, you can't do Harrison Ford. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
he needs to just own the role and do something a little bit different with it. Like I don't know. It's going to be weird.
Cobra,
I agree.
Cobra, if like No Man's Sky was created by EA, I think you'd probably agree that they were lying. Like, I just think it's because they're indie. No one really wants to say that they were
I don't
lying.
think EA would have produced a game like this. I don't think they.
Yeah, they would.
I'm not the type
EA
of person
would
that's gonna say alternative facts. Now, if EA made the game and I wasn't paying attention,
there would be loot boxes if EA made the game.
I would say, yeah, they lied. But if somebody showed me proof that they said it wasn't all going to be there when the game shipped, I'd shut up. I'd shut up because I can't say that anymore. I can't say it was a lie if they said it before that.
So I don't think any of us, I don't think we're all going to agree on like whether or not there was lies or wasn't lies, or whether stuff was taken out of context, or maybe not the whole truth or whatever. But I really don't think it matters. But the one thing we can probably all agree on at this point, seeing like what's happened since, that they haven't stopped working on the game, that they're passionate about it. I think one thing everyone would agree on is that what they were talking about back then was 100% their genuine, true vision for what they wanted to give us.
Yeah,
and they're still trying to do that. So whether they did or didn't, like, I'm not going to analyze every word he ever said and look at the context and all the background and the other stuff he said and put it all together. Like, I just don't think it matters. I think we all love the game. They're working on it. They definitely are passionate about it, and they have that vision that they're still trying to achieve. And I think that's what's important at this point. Maybe that stuff happened more at launch because there were people that didn't know what they were going to get, so maybe it was more of an issue. But right now, everyone knows what the game is, and like no one's being lied to at this point. You know, you've got all the information now to make a decision. If the game looks cool, give it a try. If it doesn't, then don't. And that's kind of, it doesn't matter anymore about that stuff.
Yeah, right. And I think it's about time that the whole community just quits talking about the launch. I mean, look at what the game is now. You know, I mean, why are we searching that far back when the game is completely different now?
Because it's on the
people are still talking about it. There is people who've never played the game. You have these people that are going to be able to buy this game on Xbox, and they are being actively driven away by people who haven't played this game in the last year. They're going off of this whole idea that, like, Sean Murray lied in 2016, and they're still using that to steer people away from No Man's Sky. And it's an unfair criticism, and I get really defensive about it because, first of all, they didn't want to release the game. They were pushed to. Then they went ahead and developed it. They had personal trial and tribulation. They had a flood. They lost a lot of their data. They had to rebuild the game. They got death threats. They had to have security escort people from the studio to the car. I mean, it just seems like bullying to me. Like, they're just bullying this small little game developer. Nobody got mad. Nobody got this mad when Mass Effect came out and it was rubbish and it was trash and the facial animations were bad and it spent 5-6 years in the making, and the developer just quit the franchise because it got such bad reviews. And
didn't they try and copy the procedural generation as well, and they couldn't do it?
They couldn't make it work.
They couldn't make it.
Sean Murray is a pioneer. Hello Games is a pioneer. Games were not that focused on procedural generation before No Man's Sky. Like, they set the path. They set the way. And it's only, to me, it's only fair that we make sure that people understand that, because all these other games are going to come out using procedural generation technology that was pioneered by Sean Murray. And, basically, you know, they're going to get credit for making these great games and all this other kind of stuff. And meanwhile, you know, people are trying to sully the name of Hello Games. It's just not fair. Like, they sort of built this concept of procedural generation of an entirely infinite universe to this scale, to this level of detail. And, you know, like, we have to be louder than the people that are talking about 2016 and driving away potential, new members of our community in the Xbox crowd for something that wasn't true then and is especially no longer true.
I feel like the best way we can do that at this point, though, is to just focus on the stuff that we love about the game and why we enjoy it and why it's so good. And just don't even get dragged down into that discussion. It's just waste of energy and time.
Right. And I kind of, that's the reason why I started this stream today, to make this video, to showcase what everybody likes about the game and to kind of give their own review. Because if somebody's hearing those things, they're like, well, why have these guys been playing it for 2 years? And now I wanted to give the community a voice to kind of say why, and that positive energy. Someone might come from a live video and come to this video after I get it uploaded, and they might go, well, maybe negative versus positive. Maybe I should listen to these guys, So focus on a positivity and not look back in the past and speak louder than the past. Speak now.
Cobra, I agree with you, right? But do you know what Sean Murray said about, not everything being possible at launch, right? Not all of the features, yeah. Would that mean that all of the features that he said would be in the game are going to happen then?
100%. That's what we're hoping for.
Everything has.
I think we've gotten more features than we originally thought about.
The community
got a lot more
to add what they weren't going to add. I think the community has actually helped create the game what it is today.
Oh yeah,
and you got to think as well that vision will have changed slightly since then as well. So the community feedback and stuff that we ask for on one is going to evolve what they intend to do. If we're wanting one particular thing that they never, so multiplayer is probably a big one. That obviously was teased, very limited. It was never meant to be a big part of the game, but it's kind of become more of a thing that communities are built up around the game. We've got hubs, we've got people wanting to meet up and stuff, and I feel like a lot of their push around that has been encouraged by the community since launch rather than what the view was back then. And that will happen, they probably were aiming to add all of that stuff, and then things will change slightly. Some stuff they might decide, actually, that's not the best way to do it. Let's do it this way. But,
Peaceful Gamer has said something that I've always wanted to say, and I'm going to go ahead and read it. He says, I bet a lot of the pushback against No Man's Sky is from within the games industry. Procedural generation is going to kill a lot of the game's design jobs. Not all, but a lot. I agree.
Has anyone seen the GDC talk from the Hello Games artist? I remember, this isn't a new one. This is an old one, but I was watching.
Oh yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it. Yeah.
And he was talking about whenever he tells his friends in the industry that he's working on procedural art, they're all like, "Oh god, that's they trash it so bad. Everyone's so against it." And he was saying he was like, none of them really know why they're against it, but they just hate it.
Yeah.
And that's probably back to that whole thing of it being a risk maybe to certain stuff.
Right.
Hey, Cobra.
Yeah, buddy.
And just to let you and LPlays know as well, obviously I'm big fans of y'all's channels and stuff. I didn't mean to bring up any kind of negative stuff. It's just I've been seeing it a lot lately, and I wasn't trying to start an argument or incite anything. It's just that
no. We 100% get how annoying it is to still see this play. I see it all the time on my channel, and I'm but it's just it's not worth the energy.
No, I think
I don't want anybody thinking I'm a negative Nancy or something.
No. I agree with you, Panda. 100%. I agree with you. What I want to try and do is set a precedent right now and just start positivity rather than focusing on so much of the negative and talking about the past, and kind of give people something different to listen to. Something, why do these guys like it? And because we've talked about, complaining about the people who were complaining about the launch. That was a runaround sentence for a year and a half now, and I kind of want to just go more positive direction. But I feel the same way you do. Trust me.
Well, I'm in the same camp as Jason. I always wanted to be in a space explorer when I was a kid. This game sort of fulfills that need for me. I liked it when it came out. It's an even better game now. And I'm excited for what's coming next. No pun intended, but
Yeah. If they added nothing else, I would be totally fine with how it is right now. I'd keep playing it.
Yeah.
Same.
Cobra.
Yes.
I also just I just gave you $5 a month on Patreon, just so you know.
Oh, did you? That was you?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
man, thank you so much, buddy. You're
Yeah.
a Cobra.
Yeah.
Cobra, dude.
More people need to go to Patreon and give Cobra some money.
We need to get him
Thank you,
doing
buddy.
this full time.
Hey Cobra,
Thank you,
I'm gonna take off. I got my kids I gotta tend to, but
okay.
I look forward to the edited version.
Boy, it's gonna take me a while. It'll probably be up tomorrow. I was hoping I could do it today, but I don't think so.
Is it all going to have Jason in it? Is it just going to be Jason?
Jason will be in it, yeah.
I think we just need one video with just Jason.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yes.
Jason
What an
in
amazing
town.
dude.
Yeah, what an amazing and all jokes aside before and everything like that, because it was a little bit funny before, but at the same time, it's also a very serious thing when a game and a community such as this can save someone's life. That's a really serious thing when it comes down to there's many problems in this world, and when somebody can find something like a game or a community such as this to save their life and give them a reason, then that's just amazing. So yeah, props to everybody here and group hug, guys.
Definitely. And also, if somebody opens up so intimately and, wants to share that, they gotten off drugs, maybe he didn't get off alcohol. Maybe he just doesn't want to mention that. But if he did, I think we need to give people like that support and not make fun of people.
It's a real thing, man. Like there's a person that I've been dealing with lately who they suffer from agoraphobia. They don't leave their house. I met them on Twitter, and No Man's Sky is a way for them to explore. They have a condition whereby they fear leaving their home, but No Man's Sky gives them the opportunity to, at least a simulation that they're exploring and wandering and stuff like that. I mean, it's a big deal to a lot of people.
Right. I agree.
Cool.
Oh wow, we're echoing.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sean,
guys, we're gonna shut down the stream for today. Jason, I'm sorry you didn't get a chance to call back, bud. Call next time we go online, and I'll make sure you're the first caller to come on. Get some rest, buddy. We all love you, and I'm super proud of you for getting off drugs, and we're all there for you, and I'm gonna root for you forever, dude. I guess that's it, guys. I'm gonna
one last photo in game.
What's that?
One last photo in game with everyone that's here.
Yeah. Let's do one last photo. Let me go to my other screen.
Everybody better smile. No retakes.
You're gonna have to Photoshop me in.
Let me see if I can get my shit.
Cobra, did you actually make a tinfoil hat? I saw your webcam come on, and I saw a tinfoil hat. Is that real?
Yeah, that's real.
I need to get a copy of that clip for my desktop background.
That was the first Waking Titan that we did, and nobody believed me that it was connected to No Man's Sky, and I was trying to tell people that it was. And so I just, since everyone was making fun of me, I just wore a tinfoil hat.
I love it.
That was like the proudest moment when I finally got that box and I was able to shove it in everybody's faces that, yes, this is from Hello Games. It's connected. Now, can we start talking about it?
That's why I love this show.
I gotta go now, Cobra. My throat is killing me. I just wanted to say I'm proud of being part of this community. It's brilliant. All right, take care, guys.
Okay, buddy. Have a good chat now, man. Stay safe.
Cheers. Bye.
Hashtag Patreon in the chat. Go support Cobra on Patreon. Give him all of your money.
That means a lot to me, man.
Go bankrupt.
Yeah, and if you guys can't support Cobra on Patreon, just give the video a like, share it on Twitter. All of it helps. Just watching helps. So, in your own way, help support the channel.
Sell your lungs so you can support him on Patreon if you have to.
You've got a spare.
Anybody have any YouTube links or Twitter links they want to share before Cobra ends it?
So I'm just waiting for the stream to end before I drop my next speculation video, and I'm going to be talking in depth about the idea of procedural dungeons and cities. So that's LPlays Gaming.
I'm glad I'm not the only one talking about it now.
Oh, dude, I cannot wait to share this video.
What did you think about my little hint? I didn't want to actually say it because I was scared to say it.
So we'd spoken about it before, right? So as soon as I watched that video, I was like, yes, this is so good. And then I like scrolled down to the comments, and not a single person like mentioned it. I was like,
I
how
know
did everybody miss this?
No one's talking about it. Like, how did they're just am I that goofy of a person that they really thought that I was doing wrong buttons?
And it was a video upload as well, right? Not a stream. So it was like, come on, he obviously would have edited that out if it was a mistake. Come on, guys.
It's a slip up.
We're never gonna solve any Waking Titan puzzles here.
Yeah, definitely check out LPlays Games. That's your channel, right? LPlays Games.
LPlays Gaming.
Yeah, he's gonna upload a new one. I'm gonna be streaming after this is over. Some No Man's Sky, so you guys come hang out, chat if you want. Just look up Keep Calm Game On in the chat. Anybody else got any links they want to drop?
No.
Hidden Panda Show.
Hidden Panda Show. Yeah, also a good one.
Oh, yeah.
Check out MZK as well. He's been doing some pretty good Waking Titan coverage. So MZK, always a fan of that. So
everyone go and follow Peaceful Gamer on Twitter as well. So at Peaceful Gamer. He is on top of every little tiny snippet of news
He's
about
the
No Man's
man.
Sky.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Go there. Do that.
Definitely.
He's also in the chat. Peaceful Gamers down there. So.
Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get off here, go to bed, and who knows? Maybe I'll stream maybe I'm going to start streaming every morning. Maybe.
As long as you get some sleep. don't overdo it.
Oh, don't forget
just stream all day, every day, nonstop. Sounds good.
Don't forget today's Monday, so tomorrow's the late night subcast.
Oh yeah,
that's when it gets real strange. The speculation.
Right. Big shout out to Jason, aka Cliffhanger, in the house.
Hashtag Jason in the chat.
All right, guys. Take care, everybody.
um,
Thank you for watching on Twitch, on YouTube, and thank you for calling into the show and giving your reviews. I will do this video justice and get it uploaded by tomorrow.
You on Twitch?
I'll have a good one.
Yeah,
Thanks
we're on
for having us,
Twitch.
Cobra.
All right, bye, guys.
Where's the link? Where's the link to your Twitch though?
It's the X Cobra.
Okay, I'll go on there then. Bye.
All right, bye, bro. Thank you again, man. Appreciate it.
Okay.
All right, bye, everybody.
Cobra.
Have a good night, everyone.
Cobra,
a good day.
I threw a link to a roleplay amino in the chat if you want to put the description.
Oh yeah, definitely. All right, thanks, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna definitely check that out too for myself as well.
Yeah.